Hurricane Irene had just come through town, and since I was a reporter for my local newspaper, I was out in the community searching for a story. And at one point, I was driving on a 4-lane highway going way too fast, and I didn't notice that the traffic lights were out. Power was out in that part of town, and so I came up on a truck really quickly, not noticing that it was stopped, hit it really hard from behind, and it scared the heck out of me, and it scared the children inside of it too. And it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough because I can still hear that terrifying sound to this day. I got out of the car and sprinted over to the truck, praying to God that nobody was hurt. Inside was what appeared to be a family, a man, a woman, and 2 small children. Thankfully, everyone was safe. No one was hurt. But they were visibly shaken. The little girl was crying. She was clearly horrified by the impact, by the explosive impact. And here's the thing. I didn't know there were teeny tiny, deeply cherished little children in the truck. Nor was I driving like I cared. I was much too engrossed in my own life to even consider anybody else's. And had I stopped to think that there were children in the truck, I think I would have driven a little bit differently. I would have driven a little more carefully, more safely. This is why now I drive pretending that every car on the road, including my own, is filled with the most fragile, precious thing in the world, young children, and maybe even human infants. Because some cars on the road could actually have babies inside of them. I mean, how could you know otherwise? But really, though, it's a reminder that every person on the road is a fragile, irreplaceable human being, regardless of their age. This is a heavy lesson that I had to learn the hard way, and I pray that you don't have to wait for a similar wake-up call to learn it too. So keep this in mind today as you're celebrating St. Patty's Day. Be careful, because your behavior affects other people.